On January 2nd, Production Weekly, a resource that tracks film production news, published the most anticipated document for fans. This document is a formal application for the start of filming for the movie Avengers Doomsday. Despite being a seemingly dry piece of paperwork, it contains a lot of interesting details. Firstly, it confirms that filming will begin at the end of March this year and wrap up in August. Secondly, rumors have been confirmed that Marvel was at least in negotiations with Jean Dark for one of the roles. And thirdly, the participation of Elizabeth Olsen, Chris Evans, and surprisingly the entire Thunderbolts cast has been officially confirmed. Although this is not an official Disney press release, it is the closest thing to it in terms of credibility. In the next few minutes, we will analyze who else has joined the cast and what this means for the film's plot. Settle in comfortably because, surprisingly, the cast list for the next Avengers movie includes Sebastian Stan Lawrence Russell, David Harbour, Hannah John Cameron, and Olga Kurylenko. In other words, the entire Thunderbolts team. This is an interesting development considering their standalone movie is set to premiere only on May 2nd this year. But now, we already know that none of the main characters will die there. More than that, by the end of the film, the team will not only remain in the cinematic universe, but will play such a significant role that every single one of them will appear in Doomsday. It's worth noting that after watching the Thunderbolts movie, we will understand what the foreshadowing was all about. The most popular theory so far has been that the Thunderbolts will form the foundation of the new Avengers team, and the cast list strongly hints at this being true. It makes sense. Fantastic Four is about an alternate universe, so their involvement in Doomsday is understandable. However, within the main universe, there are still 2 movies and 4 TV shows before the next Avengers film. These are Captain America 4 Thunderbolts, Daredevil Echo of Wakanda, Wonder Man, and Ironheart. There is no sign of an Avengers team yet, so they must be introduced in one of these projects. Since these movies are part of the Avengers franchise, it makes the most sense to introduce them in Thunderbolts. Captain America 4 has reportedly undergone 10 reshoots, and judging by the latest meme-worthy TV spot with Green Arrow-level graphics, expectations are low. But Thunderbolts has had no such controversies. The film will feature a threat on an Avengers level, with the appearance of the Sentry, and the team itself is already something of a government-backed Shadow Avengers team. It's possible that by the end of the film, they will be legitimized in the eyes of the public, making them the official Avengers at the start. Alternatively, they might break away from their handler Valentina Allegra de Fontaine and choose to become true heroes. Either way, it looks like the Thunderbolts will form the core of the new Avengers team. Whether this is good or bad is up to you to decide in the comments. Now let's move on to Wakanda, where behind the scenes a major drama is unfolding. The presence of Black Panther in Doomsday is crucial, but there are no candidates for the role. The concept of Shuri from the sequel didn't resonate with fans. T'Challa's son is too young, and bringing back the original T'Challa through loopholes is a risky move that could devalue the events of the first movie. According to Marvel insiders, 2 options are being considered. The first concept involves a multiverse version of T'Challa. Reportedly, Marvel offered the role to a major A-list actor last fall, but he declined, not wanting to risk his career. Understandably so, as Chadwick Boseman's portrayal set an unbeatable standard. The second option is to recast T'Challa's son with an older actor. In Black Panther 2, Toussaint T'Challa's secret son was played by Divine Love Konadu's son, who is only 9 years old. Clearly, he cannot take on Doomsday. Peter Parker was 15 in Civil War, which is the minimum age to be taken seriously. Given that Black Panther events took place in 2024 within the MCU timeline, Toussaint would have been around 6 years old. Even if Doomsday is set in 2028, he would still only be 10 years old, far too young. The options are to accept a continuity error and age him up by 5 years due to some trauma, or to bring in an older version from the multiverse. We believe the multiverse option is the easiest solution. Either way, it's confirmed that the new Black Panther will have a significant role in the next Avengers saga. Meanwhile, Daredevil's involvement is not as major, but the confirmation of Charlie Cox's return is reassuring. The actor was recently spotted in the gym getting into top shape, which suggests he's preparing for a major project, most likely Doomsday, where journalists have speculated he will have a small role or cameo. As for Shang-Chi, his future remains uncertain. When Avengers 5 was still called Kang Dynasty, things looked bright for Simu Liu. He was the first confirmed actor and a sequel to Shang-Chi seemed inevitable. However, since then there has been complete silence. The issue is not creative decisions but rather political ones. Disney has recently reconciled with China, which previously banned Shang-Chi from release due to Simu Liu's past comments about China. Although Liu has been trying to mend relations, Marvel might exclude him from Doomsday or give him a minor scene that can be cut for the Chinese market. On the other hand, the document confirms the return of Scarlet Witch, which is intriguing given the events of the Agatha series where her apparent corpse was shown. However, the showrunner Jacqueline Schaefer stated that what was shown was merely Agatha's perspective under a spell, so Wanda's status remains uncertain. Lastly, the screenplay for Doomsday is still being written, and the Russo brothers reportedly plan to finish it by March, just in time for filming. Despite the tight schedule, a delay to 2026 is unlikely as production logistics are already in motion. What do you think about these developments? Who else are you hoping to see in the next Avengers movie? Share your thoughts in the comments.